Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Ender Archives channel, and welcome back to the Let's Play. I know it's been months, and I do apologize. I will explain where I've been, why I've been absent, you know, all the reasons. But yeah, welcome back. Uh, Oops, still getting used to these controls. I have to hit F5 to go into third person, but then I gotta hit F1 to get the front facing because I have a mod that allows me. But yeah, we're in episode 4 of the Let's Play, and it's kind of been a while. I've put a few things into the world in between, but I just haven't had time to record. I I I got a new job, and I've been real busy with that, and I've just been really tired, so I haven't really felt energetic enough, I guess, to record. So yeah, in the last episode, this was the main focus. We built the bedroom to our house. Kind of took inspiration from, I guess, from like Stampy's house. And I kind of added on to the house. Um, I started a new area, and that's kind of what we're going to be talking about today. I'm going to turn the music down just a teeny bit. It's probably not loud for you guys, but I don't know, for some reason it's loud for me. Uh, but yeah, this room out here, out of the bedroom, I turned into a game room. I could have sworn I showed you guys in the last episode, but I just checked episode 3, and I guess this stayed empty. But I turned it into a game room, so we have a little TV here, a little couch, just hung up some paintings, got a little like jukebox stereo system, I guess, um, where I could play a music disc if I ever get one, because I don't believe I have one yet. Uh, Put a little pool table here. Just, I don't know. Just I thought it'd be a cool game room right outside the house. Uh, Obviously you guys know this area, the little library. I got a new dog. We still have the two. I think they're in the living room. But I got a new dog the other day, so I put him up here on this couch. Still have the hot tub room. This hasn't changed. Basically everything on this side of the upstairs has not changed. But I did open up this area. This used to be a wall that said, future expansion. And I open it up. There is nothing over here except an empty room. It really is just an expansion. Um, and I did this a few days ago, actually, and I didn't know what to put. So I'm gonna leave it up to you guys to kind of help me figure out what to put over here. Uh, Obviously, we can have a purpose over here, or this can kind of just be a continuation of the house and just put decor, and then over here, kind of a situation of that doorway. We can, if I open this, well, okay, there's a hill there. Um, we can push the house into the mountain or make a little new section just here, if we want. Over here, it's very rough around the edges, but it basically is just a staircase that leads into the living room. That way, if I'm on this side of the house, I can get over here very quickly. Which I'm actually going to exit the house because there's something else to show. Um, so if I back up, the house is starting to... I don't have any blocks on me. I'm going to just stand up here, I guess. Um, it's starting to look like a nice little mansion, manor, whatever you want to call it. But it's like, it's crazy to think that we just had it as this little box, and then we kind of added the living room, added like the kitchen area, expanded. The bedroom's right up there. And then this is the new expansion, which, like I said, I have no idea what I'm gonna put over there. I was like, what else can I put in a house? So I need your guys' help because it can, it can either be something for beta, or it can be something completely decorative. Do we really need a hot tub room? Yes, yes, we do. Um, Over here, we don't go over this way very often. Um, so obviously, I think I showed this. Um, this is my tree farm, sugarcane. Um, haven't really harvested much wheat. I've been kind of playing mainly on peaceful mode. That way I could just build. But that's if I need food. Which, if anything, I just kill the pigs. But yeah, over here, I haven't made much progress. This is actually really recent. But I started a little quarry mine, which this is a 16 by 16, so it's a chunk, you know. Uh, but I'm basically gonna have it. I'm gonna have another one here. There's gonna be like a middle crossroads, so it's gonna be like almost like a plus, and it's basically gonna be four corners, and there's gonna be four chunks mined out, and eventually I'm gonna, they're gonna connect. I'm gonna mine it not down to bedrock, but I'm gonna mine it down to diamond level, and then I don't know if off to the side or if I'm gonna make something in the middle. Uh, but I want to make a railroad going down so it's faster to get down. Right now, I just have a ladder going down. I've been using the strip mines for the other resources, but I was like, I kind of like the idea of always having like a big quarry mined out. And you try doing it in modern, and it just takes forever because of the world height. And then you hit deep slate, and it's like, it just takes forever. Um, it takes a while in beta because there's no enchantments, but the world isn't as deep. But yeah, so we have a quarry over here. Um, we have the expansion of the house. But yeah, I hope you all been doing well. I'm still sorry for kind of disappearing. I back at the end of summer got that new job. I've been working overnights, so most of my day honestly has been spent sleeping. But yeah, anywho, you might be wondering, you're like, whoa, what's this pathway over here? Um, so I don't know if it was in episode 2 or if it was in episode 3. I there was I should go down here. I'll make time. There's no need to rush things. I came over here to the beach and I was looking up at this mountain and I was like, oh, a castle here would be pretty cool. And I went on the other side of the mountain and there's this big open area and I decided I wanted to put my medieval area, like a kingdom with like a village over there. There's not a whole lot over there, but it's a cool area. And I was like, well, I still want to make a cool way to get up there. So we brought the pathway over, obviously, and I made using like the stone slabs, like this cool like pillar design, and then it leads to a tunnel, and that leads to the medieval area. But you have the staircase going up. I think the view's pretty nice, especially when you get a little further up. I forget if I talked about it because it was what like 4 months ago now. Uh, but yeah, either that little bit of land or that little bit of land. I want to expand it with sand and I want to make a lighthouse. I think a lighthouse, which I'm leaning more towards the left little island, um, just because you kind of see it a little easier. But I think a lighthouse with like the red and white would look really cool right there. It's just, I don't know, I think it would be a nice pop of color and it would kind of help us expand. And maybe we could make like a nice little port down there. I don't know how I would design it, but yeah, it's coming nighttime. but that's okay. So, this tunnel leads to the kingdom, which is I named Ethersburg, which has been a name that I've used for Minecraft Kingdoms for a while. I actually, back on the Legacy console editions, I had a little medieval kingdom world that I made, and that's what I named the kingdom. So I brought that name back, which you guys wouldn't know, but you know the name, you know, has some lore there, I guess. But yeah, this tunnel. I don't know if nighttime's the best time to show this, but oh well. Um, yeah, you come down this tunnel, and you have this big grand staircase coming down, and you got the castle over there, which it literally is just those two towers and the front gate, but still, it's something. Um, and I have two houses down so far. But this is one of my favorite features, this floating island, which I'm gonna go sleep real quick. All right, so this floating island. This is what I was trying to show you guys. Um, this thing, I don't know. I really love it. I love the kind of random terrain that beta gives you. And okay, I know it's not technically floating, but still, it's cool. It has this natural waterfall coming out of it, and I just thought it was such a cool feature when you come down here. Uh, but yeah, I'll get a better look at the castle, but I have the pathway coming down, main street. I want to expand that way, which the ocean is right there, but we could put a lot of stuff back in this little area and wrap it around. Even make a little port by the water. Um, and I'm thinking maybe the pathway can go like this way, and we could expand that way. And also, I should have mentioned, I am sick right now, so if I sound a little sick, that's why. I'm trying my best to talk through it. So I do apologize, but anyway, grew some big trees around here so that it kind of fills in the space. This was the first house I put in. It's kind of like big wooden log house. Um, it's very simple in design, kind of repeated patterns where it's just mostly a grid pattern. Um, Almost like a upside down U kind of shaped roof. I don't know what kind of, because it's not quite A-frame. Like this one's actual A-frame. I don't know what kind of roof style you'd call that, but anyway, I used pistons for the like the base of like the foundations. I don't know what you call it. Just try to do things differently for this one. Lots of windows. You can come in through here. I did decorate these houses a little bit. Hey, I walk in. I try to create some sort of depth with this house because it was kind of plain on the outside. So you can kind of come down. There's a little table. I made a little cake here. Big paintings. I think I put storage back here. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I put a little pillar here. Just random things to add details. Yeah, you can come upstairs. Not really detailed up here. It is, I don't know. It's hard for me to do interiors because you have to think of like unique ways to use blocks. Um, yeah, little bedroom. There's nothing up here. Yeah, a little attic with nothing. I guess I could put storage up there if I wanted to, if I needed the space, but yeah, there's house number one. There's squid spawning in my little pond. I'll show you that in a second. Came very close to running into the overhang of the cliff here, which is funny. This was the second house I built, which is the only other house, but it's kind of more of like a traditional kind of medieval house. I used spruce logs, used a lot of wool, did an actual A-frame. I really liked how this one turned out. Uh, Lots of windows. I love how the framing of the logs turned out. use the stairs for like, I don't know, to give some sort of depth, because I feel everything can be very squared off in beta. Add a little bush here. But yeah, the interior of this one's quite simple as well. Did a little piston table, bush. I added a little kitchen in this one. Put some forever lit furnaces there. I don't know, a little counter with a cutting board. And then you have a little reading corner. Come upstairs, very basic up here. I don't know, little shelf, hanging shelf with a painting. Very simple bedroom. Honestly, these two houses are where I sleep because I don't think I put a bed in the castle just yet. I did add storage to this attic, which this way, I believe you get a better view from the second floor, but you get a little view of the waterfall and the area that I'm gonna expand to eventually. Yeah, I honestly quite like this house. I think it's quite cozy. Um, so yeah, let me know what you guys think of the two houses. If I should kind of repeat the patterns, make each house unique. I don't know if I want to cookie cutter the houses a ton. Uh, yeah, added a few market stands here. I really didn't know what to fill in the space, so I just put these little market stalls. These two are exactly the same. This one a little wider, kind of awkward in shape, but oh well. Yeah, let's talk about the castle. So these are like the main castle gates. It it is really basic in design, but I think it works. Kind of gives like the classic kind of squared off old Minecraft castle vibes. I got the giant castle flags draping down the front. I honestly don't know what this is supposed to be. It's some sort of crest, I guess, like crest design. But I filled it with redstone torches, so it looks kind of cool at nighttime, which I should have showed you guys when it was night, but I try to show you guys this stuff first. Uh, I added this actually. This wasn't here, but I added this waterfall, and then I made this little pond here, which the squids seem to be enjoying quite well. Um, which, anywho, um, yeah, got this nice little waterfall coming down with the pond with like the rocks and flowers. I thought it was really nice. I made use of the lit up furnaces a little bit to kind of help light up these middle bits. But yeah, you walk up and you have the big castle gate, which it's honestly just a false wall. There is nothing behind here. But yeah, if you come through the towers, big spiral staircase, just a little bit of storage. You can go to the very top, which is not that much further, but um, I thought this was pretty cool. You get this nice view of the main street. But yeah, if you would want to, you can go to the very tippy top of the towers, which I don't think this view is as good, honestly, but you can see higher up. Um, yeah, you can kind of see where I'm making a little wall and I'm gonna expand it. Um, I basically want the castle to fill up this back area. I don't know how big the castle is. It might just be a lot of false walls, just for looks. Um, but yeah. Anywho, the pathway I expanded, it's gonna like over there, which I guess those two areas would intersect eventually. Um, I want the town to kind of expand this way, so we'll head back down there. Um, yeah, this is basically what I've been mainly working on. Um, this first episode back was mainly a I don't know, like a transition episode from returning. I'm showing you guys kind of what I've been up to, added to the world. Um, but yeah, I don't know if I want to, for the next episode, work on the house or if I want to work on Ethersburg. And I know you guys will probably be more interested in Ethersburg because it's new and it's something else from the house. Because the first three episodes were all at the house because that's all there was. Um, yeah, that's where I want your guys' help. I want you guys to help me decide where I should go next, what I should add. Either if it's over here in Ethersburg, like what kind of buildings. They can either be more houses, um, buildings with a purpose, like say like a blacksmith, you know, like those kind of buildings. Uh, more like I don't know what you'd call them. I was gonna say recreational, but that's not the word I'm looking for. Basically, you know, like market areas, like those kind of areas. That's like I don't know, like public areas, like where like people would be walking out in. Um, yeah, this pathway is gonna eventually lead back here, and we're gonna have some stuff around here. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I kind of like the lake, but we'll figure it out. Um, but yeah, um, I can show you the castle at night because I think the redstone torches lit up like it's dark, but you have like the gates lit up just enough, which I like. It's like if you were entering the castle at night, you can see your way in, obviously, but it's like the shine from the lit up furnaces kind of spreads out just enough where and the torches from up top of the tower kind of flow out just enough where you can kind of make out, which I know it's not like pitch black, but you know you can make out a little bit of the flags, but then your main focus besides the door is like this glowing symbol, which I don't know, maybe is like the symbol of Ethersburg. I have no idea. This symbol might mean something else. I just kind of mined out random holes in the wall until it made out of shape, and then I put in torches. I want to get your guys' opinions on like everything I put in so far. Do you guys like it? Should I change anything? Do you think I can add anything to these buildings or the castle? Or do you think I should start adding new stuff? Um, so yeah, I'll listen to what you guys have to say. I'm glad to be back. Glad to be back part of the community. Sorry I'm sick. I was trying my best to get through this, talking about everything. Uh, yeah, I hope you guys like Ethersburg. I hope you guys like the idea of how the house has been, how we decided to go with like a modular, ever expanding base, which kind of turns it slowly from this little starter base into like this big mansion. Um, and also the idea of the quarry, like the idea of having these like big tunnels leading down, and then like a minecart track going down to get down there, which goes into another idea. I can make a train station, which obviously I can make multiple stations, but I can make I guess a network of train stations, and we can have this world start expanding. Start with from the base area to Ethersburg, which isn't super far, but it saves a walk. Um, and then we can start expanding to other bits if we wanted to make a city. If we wanted, I don't know, we could even make a pixel art area, which would take a lot of resources. But anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the next episode, and hopefully we can start expanding this world again. Glad to be back. Missed being a part of the community, and I'll see you guys next time.